Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you 5 easy Canva AI digital products that you can create and sell to make money online. For example, have a look at this store. It's made over 87,000 sales, just 4 years on Etsy, $1.5 million of revenue, and it's mainly selling digital and printable products. So product number 1 is planning guide or checklist. So I'll show you how to create all these 5 digital products by primarily using ChatGPT and Canva, and it's going to be AI powered strategy, so you don't need to be a designer. So first of all, write the prompts that I just created and then open up Canva, click on templates and search for ebook. So the first product we're going to be creating is going to be an ebook. And I know you might think, oh, there's millions of ebooks. That is true. However, if you find a niche for this ebook, then you can sell it on marketplaces such as Etsy, such as Gumroad, or even directly to an audience on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, or you can sell it using ads. So there's a lot of opportunities, but of course the most common ways that people are selling these are on Amazon bookstore, on Etsy, on Gumroad. So these are the core marketplaces where people are creating simple digital books and selling them. Again, these books don't have to be absolutely crazy. As you can see, what I'm doing right now is I'm creating a book for somebody who's planning a wedding, okay? So this book effectively will have tips as to what somebody would need to do, what somebody would need to plan to actually get wedding set up. After you did the text, just literally download it and download it as PDF standard. And now this is the book that you can actually start selling. So usually these are sold as a PDF. So as you can see here, for example, wedding planner. And as you can see, there is the digital download thing where you just literally download it and then you get the book on your PC. So as a client, as a customer, you download it. And as you can see, they're getting a lot of sales for that. So second product, digital paper or digital backgrounds. I'm going to be showing you as well some of examples how these can look like on Etsy later on. So 12 by 12, create a new design. Okay, let's start from scratch from a blank Canva sheet. So open pattern.ai in Canva. It's an app, so literally just search pattern.ai, okay, and then open up this. So some people basically create these patterns and they sell those patterns on digital marketplaces, again, such as Etsy, such as Gumroad, and other ones as well. Now, with that in mind, so what we're essentially trying to do is we're trying to create custom patterns, because what you cannot do is you cannot just find different patterns, do not make any changes and then sell them on Etsy, sell them on Gumroad and stuff like that, because typically Etsy or other marketplaces will actually suspend your account if you just straight away copy from Canva and then upload it there. You have to create unique products. And like I showed you here, we can create these patterns completely from scratch in just a couple of clicks. This video is sponsored by PRBoost.io, the go-to PR platform for brands that want instant authority. Well, it basically gets you published on major media outlets like Yahoo Finance, Business Insider, and over 200 other sites with no PR agency required. But the best part is they also write the press release for you as well, and that's already included in the price. If you're on a website, you need a PR package. Adding as seen on media badges instantly builds trust and significantly boosts conversions. PR Boost is rated 4.9 stars on reviews.io with hundreds of satisfied clients. I'm gonna drop the link in my description, so go check them out, get featured, get trusted, get results. Now you might ask, okay, what are people using these for? You know, the thing is, these can be printed. So sometimes people print them out, for example, as a wallpaper, or for example, they actually print it on paper and have it, for example, such as wall art. Okay, so they actually frame it and they hang it on their wall. There might be other reasons as well. They might want to print this on a t-shirt, they might want to print this on their accessories, whatever. So now, once you created the pattern, simply ensure that you're downloading the highest possible quality, especially for print, right? And then save it. So as you can see, some of these accounts are creating different kinds of images. Some of these kind of look like patterns, others look like just digital art. Okay, for example, this store has generated over 200,000 from just images, static images. Okay, product number 3, printable card set. So now this one is going to be about Bible verses. A lot of people actually buy as a gift similar kinds of things. So cards to do with faith, cards to do with Bible verses and stuff like that. So we're going to be creating a card set exactly for that. Now, what we need to do is we need to actually open up Google Sheets. So literally just paste those verses on Google Sheets. This is going to be very valuable because we're going to soon actually scale it and create the 20 of these cards super quick by actually leveraging, Google Sheets. So search for a flashcard on Canva and then open up a text tool. And then go to Canva AI, generate a background for Bible verses. We're gonna need to have a background as well. So this is gonna be basically the background that will be for the card. And on this background, we're gonna be putting those verses. So once I got something that I was happy with, and as you can see, I'm just putting in like the template, basically the placeholder, and then I'm going to be copying and pasting the ones that I generated from ChatGPT onto here. You may want to add some symbols, for example, like a heart, you may want to add a cross and stuff like that. So it's up to you. Again, it's your creativity. But the thing is, again, it has to be custom. You cannot just go on Canva and search for, Bible or cross or whatever, and just literally download it and just sell it on Etsy or whatever, because this is not allowed by Etsy rules. Okay. So now, as you saw, by using bulk create, I'm able to create all the 19 designs in one go. So as you can see, generate, and it's going to basically create all the 19 designs in one go. This is absolutely amazing. It's a big shortcut. Very few people actually know that Canva has these kinds of things. Of course, we need to make some changes because all of these texts are now effectively in those pages, but they're not aligned, and also we might want to add some gaps and change the font size and stuff like that. Another thing, I really like this font, which looks like it's handwritten. So if you like that, I think it looks really good for a gift for somebody. And again, these can be as digital downloads, so you can sell it as a PDF, but somebody that will actually download it, typically they would actually print it out. Maybe they go to a local print shop and they actually print it out. So that would be the use for this. And again, somebody might just have these on their phone, but if you're selling it as a digital download, of course, be sure that you're not gonna charge $500 for this. It's gonna be a few dollars, but you're relying on the fact that it's a digital download and you can sell a lot of them. So after you save them, so I'm gonna show you some flashcards. Again, a lot of them are also related to kids. So for example, learning letters and stuff like that. There's all kinds of different cards that you can find. Just typically put flashcards on Etsy and you're gonna see. Product number 4, faceless stock videos. So open up Canva, click on create, then custom size, 2000 by 2000 pixels, create a new design. So what is really important here is that we're gonna use magic, right? That's, again, we're using AI. We're hardly doing any work. This is so good. These days, you can create these digital products super quick. Honestly, like a lot of digital products can be created in just under an hour. This wasn't possible just a few months ago. So now with Canva having all these AI tools, it's really a lot easier to create. I'm not saying it's easy to sell them, but I'm saying it's easy to create, and it's up to you then to go into the forest, right? And then find the opportunities, find the niches where you can create something that people are buying, where there is demand, okay? For example, you can go on Etsy and register for this tool called Allura, which can scan stores and it can show you what people are selling, how much they're making in sales and stuff like that. These are the screenshots that I'm typically showing you in my videos. These are from Allura, where I can see how much money other stores are making, what are they doing and stuff like that. So now that I imported the image, the initial image that Canva created, I'm going to actually animate this into a video. This is absolutely amazing. Again, it's one more use of AI to create custom B-roll videos by just using AI. So as you can see, I generated it, and let's have a look at this video. So it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a zoom in effect. So with that in mind, this tool that Canva is integrated, you can actually find it and work with it inside the web browser. Is going to be a little bit easier because it kind of has like more options and stuff like that. So I'm showing you Vimverse, that's the tool. So on this tool, like I said, you can generate more designs, and I think it's going to give you some free credits as well if you actually go direct. So I actually downloaded another video that I generated with the same, and this was the final result. Product 5, preschool templates. Now, this is very, very popular on Etsy. I'm going to show you at the end of the video that a lot of people are definitely selling loads of products related to kids, to school, related to learning, education, stuff like that. So this is a big niche on Etsy because Etsy actually is very, very dominant by women buyers. And of course, these buyers typically will want to buy stuff for their kids. This is very, very common. Now, with that in mind, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating simple coloring pages. As you can see, there's this coloring book tool on Canva that you can literally create pages just like that in seconds. Like, you don't even need to worry about designing all of this. It's just a couple of clicks, instantly you get a design. One more thing that you may want to do is, for example, add the letter for that object at the top and then some line so people know that they can actually write what the word is. And then all you gotta do is just download. Again, I'm showing you one page and you could create multiple different pages. And here's how people are selling it. So as you can see, it's just simple coloring books that you can create. These can be as standalone pages or it can be a full-on book with multiple pages. For example, this store has made 1.4 million. Here are some tips and here's where you can sell it. Check out my channel for more money making videos.